seems to have been booked for tickets for him making his debut. So we've got two novices here, 3 2-minute rounds. But as much as it's great to have that support on your debut, there's also that pressure, isn't there?
There's a lot of pressure, and the pressure to start too early and do too much work and run out of steam. You know, I've always said that the main thing that the novice fighter has got to work on is obviously his guard, his defence, and more importantly probably than even his defence is his pace, so that he doesn't burn out.
Yes, although John Bull lost his debut, he's been there before, he knows what to expect. And you could hear everything Aaron does, a huge roar from the crowd.
Again, there's an eagerness about Aaron, not really setting his feet for these shots, although landing quite easily.
Yes, good roundhouse though, Neil.
Again, the first 30 seconds, 40 seconds, that initial nerves is going to stop. Already starting to sit his heels down a little bit more. More of a slip than anything else there.
Yes, and in excellent condition, you must say, for his debut. But if we look at his opponent in the other corner, John will want to rectify that. Nobody likes to lose their debut fight. And a good little combination from him.
Well, out of the two, John at this point is more set. He's planting his feet a little bit more. Although looking at the two of them, Aaron, you would say, is the more technically gifted fighter.
Yes, John weathered that early storm, as you said. That roundhouse has been a good weapon for Aaron, hasn't it? He throws it strong and he throws it straight away, and it's a good job that John's got his gloves up there.
And in the first round, I mean, that's the only real kicks we're seeing. So it's a nice kick to be winning the fight off.
But to me, he's got the one novice problem at the moment, Aaron. He brings that leg up, he brings the punches up, he brings the hands up high, then continues to throw the punches to the same spot.
Yeah.
That's that novice disease. Bring a few downstairs, he'll reap the benefits.
That's something that hopefully will come with time, Malcolm.
But again, on your debut, it's such a relief to get back to that stool at the end of round one, because so many fighters that I've talked to, their worst nightmare is not losing, it's being stopped in that opening round before you've even started. When they get back to the stool, they relax and they feel so much better for it.
And that initial corner instruction, whatever the corner team are telling him now, basically that will set him up for the whole fight now. You know, initially, go do what you're doing. It doesn't really matter as long as you don't get stopped in the first round, and then build on that. So I'm expecting him to come out a little bit more patient in this next round. I'd like to see him to stop jumping into his punches rather than plant his feet to the floor and let his punches go from there.
That's right. And what about John? As you said, he wasn't put off by the crowd. He wasn't put off by the huge support. But there again, offensively, he didn't have much success either, did he?
No, the thing was, the technique was nice from Aaron, but it wasn't really doing any damage because his feet weren't planted. So John's going to grow in confidence now. If Aaron starts to plant his feet in this second round, it might be a different story. But I think John's been told you got nothing to worry about in regard to this guy's power. John looks quite a physically strong guy.
Yes, and he's got quite a tight guard. He tucks his arms in well, like you saw there. And those big booming roundhouses that look so good for the crowd, especially at the back of the hall, we know John took on his gloves.
Yeah. And again, there's definitely less of a bounce about Aaron in this round, which is only a good thing. Because when he lands, it's gonna pay off a lot more for him.
And as you said that, I think he landed with at least one clean shot there that rocked John.
That's much better on the punches with Aaron now.
And I will repeat that, you know, for a young man like this, it's a lot of pressure when you sell a lot of tickets, your hometown crowd, your debut. It's enough to get in there and fight, but with this added pressure, you've got to say hats off to him. He's coping very well with it.
Again, more push to the canvas there rather than a punch.
Looking to his corner, feeling the pace.
I think the Dudley crowd from the back of the room got a little bit excited there, Malcolm. Thought it was a knockdown.
Yes, and again that novice mistake, those punches from Aaron, very looping. He needs to tighten those up as well when he's in close like that, but that will come with experience. And as we saw there, the crowd reaction, John took it on the glove, but from the back of the hall you see a different fight many times, don't you, Neil?
Definitely.
Well, the end of round 2, it wasn't pretty. Aaron gave us a big grin there. It wasn't pretty, but I think he is winning the fight.
Well, considering that they are both raw novices, it's not a bad fight technically as well.
Yes, John did very well to take one of the punches that did get through from Aaron. Survived it well, and I said, Aaron, it was a slip when he fell there. We can see him breathing deeply in his corner. That's to be expected with that adrenaline and that fan club. John listening intently to his corner as well. And I feel it's a close fight, but I do feel it is going Aaron Watkinson's way. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, there's not that much in it, and as John Blackledge has just gone over to both corners and encouraging both fighters to kick, to remind them it is a kickboxing fight. I think if one would dominate with the kicks a little bit more, it would secure them the rounds. That's what we've seen, that's the story of the night so far.
And they listened to him with that opening exchange, but with novices it's so easy to fall back into the boxing mode, isn't it?
Which is what they've done now.
Yes, both taking time to breathe there now after a vicious exchange. And I think the pace has taken its toll on them.
See, now that there's a little bit more room between the two, you know, that's exactly what they should be doing, just picking up their legs, trying to get their legs into gear, increase their kick count.
Yes, the pace slowed dramatically in this round, with these bursts of energy in between.
You're grabbing him too many times now. Come on, don't keep grabbing him. Box up.
Nothing of significance landing here at all in this third and final round.
No, again with novices, it's a sickening feeling when the gas has gone, but that was not a bad looping left hook there from John Bull.
Both fighters going for the big payoff punch now.
I think they both know it is a close fight. I mean, the decisions that we felt should have gone one way, we've seen go against us. Again, let's put it in perspective. At the moment, this is still a very tight fight.
Well, it's not totally conclusive, let's put it that way. Although the feeling is that Lee Jones is doing enough to win. Aaron Watkinson is doing enough to win. It's only just. And the third round is a lot closer.
Yes, John Bull put up a good showing here in this third round, and if he does lose, it'll be no wins, 2 losses. And yet technically he's not a bad little fighter.
Not a bad debut, not a bad debut at all.
And that unanimous decision is in favour of the blue corner.
Overall, I'd say a very fair decision.
Yeah, definitely.
Hats off to Aaron, a lot of pressure, a big home crowd as you can hear, all that on his mind as well, and that, as you said, Neil, quite a satisfying debut with all that in the background, as it were.
Yeah, it's something to take back to the gym now.